Hello and welcome everyone to this GSA Super Mario Odyssey Dark Side matchup. We've got Mitch versus Equan. I'm Scotch and Tie Guy. You can call me Scotch. In the booth with me is Ganon Slayer. Ganon, how you doing, man?
I'm alright, dude. How about yourself?
Doing great. Having a good day, having a good morning. A little bit of Dark Side. This tournament overall pretty exciting so far.
Definitely.
To note, Curbs and Hay there. And recently we had actually Equan, who is in this race, obviously, and oh, I'm forgetting the name now off the top of my head. Equan and Salo having some crazy races coming down to the last ground pounds. So we're looking forward to a matchup, kind of hoping for this more of the same.
Yeah, definitely. That would be really cool. Both of these runners are extremely skilled in any percent, and that skill has carried over to Dark Side, so they both have some pretty respectable times, and I'm expecting this race to be pretty close.
Well, this is the last of the group stage now. It is to note that Equan, I mean, he's pretty much he's solidified himself into the tournament. Hold on, let me double check that. Hold on, I might be flipping that around.
I know Mitch got max points from his first race against Silo.
So yeah, I was mixing it up. So
Mhm.
Mitch is in. That's my apologies. Mitch is in.
Okay.
Equan, on the other hand, he needs to clutch this race. He's down 30 points
Ooh, okay.
in the bracket below Silo. So if he loses this, he's done.
Yeah.
But if he can win this race, which he totally can, he will move on along with Mitch.
Alright, so Mitch is like 100% in no matter what at this point.
Oh, he has 2 wins.
Okay, yeah.
Excuse me, he has a win.
Mhm.
Silo has a win and a loss. The only way, but Mitch has 90 points, and Salo has 60 points. So
Oh,
really, this
okay.
match comes down to what Equan does. Because Mitch isn't gonna lose any points necessarily. Whereas Aquan can gain points and get above Silo.
Yeah, right.
So, but here we go.
Alright, getting started here in the Cap Kingdom. If you're familiar with Cap Kingdom any percent, there's only going to be one real difference in Cap 1, and that is that they are going to be grabbing the top at tower checkpoint once they get up there to make the revisit to Cap in late game a lot easier. There's a lot of easy moons you can grab with access to that checkpoint. And I guess along with that, it's worth pointing out that in Darkside, we are going to be revisiting some kingdoms in the post game to grab some quick moons, as we need to grab double the amount of moons that you would grab for the any percent run to reach the dark side.
Yeah, and it'll be to note, most of the time these runners will take pretty much the exact same route as any percent through the first part, as you said, of this run. Some runners have taken a couple of different routes, but generally speaking, it's been pretty similar.
Yeah.
So look out for that. Another thing to look out for here is with Sand Kingdom. You saw at the beginning there, they set their clocks to daylight savings time. The reason for that is that when we get to Sand Kingdom, it'll help with a shine that was previously unable to, and you were unable to get. But Mitch here having trouble here with left side.
Yeah. That's a little. That's a small time loss. That's probably like 2 seconds max, so that's not that big of a deal. Or more, probably more than 2, but I wouldn't say more than 5. So it looks like we've got less than a second, or around a second of difference at this point. Very close out of the Cap Kingdom. Looking like a 223 for Mitch and a 224 for Aquan, so yeah. Around a second.
Yeah, typically you don't see anyone having too much trouble in here. A couple of minor mistakes though, which is kind of odd to see. You know, Mitch having to reset for that left side, but what to cascade?
Yes. So here we're gonna start off just like you would in any percent as well. So they're gonna roll over and get to the first moon. Both opting for the rolls and no spin pound, which is a smart decision because unless you fit 4 rolls in after the spin pound, which is really difficult, it is just faster to do 6 rolls. Oh, Mitch bonking.
Wow, and
Okay,
setting up
that's
the
in
sink.
sync.
Yeah.
Alright.
So already a couple of minor mistakes on Mitch's side, and like we said, you know, Mitch doesn't need to have a crazy run here to move forward in this tournament. He's already solidified himself with his points that he has, but Equan, you know, he really needs to clutch this out.
Yep. And once again, we're seeing small strat differences throughout here, but taking the same route. Going up to set up for Dynascript now. Still a very small lead for Mitch at this point.
I mean, we're talking frames.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's as synced up as it gets now.
Wow, okay.
That is,
That's
literally frame perfect throws
okay,
here.
so Mitch going around to grab the hearts. Mitch grabbing some extra coins here. Being slightly more optimal with this coin routing. This is a lot more difficult than just doing it the way Ekwan's doing, but basically, every heart you grab at full health accounts for around 5 coins. Okay, Mitch still making that work. I got a little scared because he messed up the mid-end brute hit, but basically what he's doing, every heart you grab at full health gives you 5 coins. And since coin routing here is pretty tight, he's trying to grab as many coins as he can.
And the big thing about the coins is, like you were saying, you know, coin count is so important here because at the end you want to have, what is it? It's 1,000 coins for Toadette.
Yeah, 1,000.
So you gotta be sure. I mean, there's plenty of places to get coins, but again, it's very easy to lose count and, you know, not have what you need by the end.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so here's the one difference in Cascade 1 for this. So basically, if you remember the 1.0 any percent round, they're going to be doing just that, except they grab the first moon at the beginning as well. So they're going to get the above the high clip moon and the chest clip moon. Let's see. Okay. Somehow Ekwan made that chest clip work. Mitch not getting as lucky. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Mitch having a bit of trouble getting back up here.
Okay, Mitch's DSTA window is going to be kind of tight, but I think it's going to work. I think he's exiting with like a 555, if I saw that correctly, so that should still work properly.
Now that we have a moment as we head on over to our next kingdom, just for everyone's knowledge, you know, if you're interested in everything that GSA has going on, exclamation point schedule to see everything that GSA has going on, exclamation point bracket to see where these guys are at. You can see the bracket for this tournament to really understand and see where these guys are positioned, what they need to do, that sort of thing. And exclamation point merch, shirts, hoodies, looking really, really nice. So make sure to check that out.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay, so in the Sand Kingdom, we're going to be doing basically the any percent route, except they're going to grab 2 extra moons here. They're going to do the DSTA movement like you would, but in addition to the DSTA movement, after they get on a lone pillar, they're going to head over to the luggage moon and the flowing sands moon. But for now, it's going to be exactly the same as any percent until later into the Sand Kingdom.
You see right there, dropping that nut into the planter. This is the reasoning why they were setting up for daylight savings time. When Equan comes out of this pipe, that plant will have grown. Typically, it takes 20 minutes for that plant to grow, but because of the kind of glitch, if you will, with the daylight savings time setup, it does it automatically because they set it up for 7 minutes, essentially, between the start of their run and to when they should be coming out of that pipe, so it grows it automatically. because the game processes it as an hour has passed.
Yeah, normally it takes 18 minutes for that seed to grow, if I'm not mistaken. And since
Listen, we
it
don't need to
uses
be
real time.
specific now. Come
Yeah,
on.
okay. I'm just trying to give a little more explanation, dude. Okay. Yeah, and since it uses real time, it just uses the switch clock. So then when the switch clock advances forward an hour, the seed grows immediately, like you were saying. Mitch having a little bit of trouble with the Doom Moon there. Equan's scaring me with this. Oh my god, dude. Equan's scaring me twice with that icicle strat. Yikes. Okay. Ooh, Equan actually setting up for Ice Dram.
It looks like he got it.
Looks good if he homed in at the right time.
And
Yep, Mitch doing the... Oh, ooh! Okay. That was almost bad. If he would have...
Oh, he
Aw,
did
Mitch...
miss that dram.
Yeah, Mitch missing Dram. And on Equan's stream, you can see what I was talking about. They're gonna be going over here like you would in the old 1.2 any percent route. And they're gonna be grabbing these moons in addition to all the DSA moons at the beginning.
It's really interesting with this game, you know, you don't see this with too many other games. Because this game continues to get updated, you see so many different things change. As you see, Equine, you know, in the any percent route, you typically go for that clip through the Sphinx. We're not going to do that here.
Oh, yeah, that clip is actually now patched out in the fastest version. It's kind of crazy because they updated the game to 1.3, and basically what 1.3 did is it made the loads so much faster that it made up for the time that you would normally save with all those crazy tricks in 1.0. So 1.0 isn't even fast anymore. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's the cool thing about this game. It just continues to evolve because it does get updated. I mean, Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, those aren't ever going to get updated unless, you know, you see Super Mario Sunshine, cross your fingers, bless RNG, it comes out on Switch. But yeah, but other than that, I mean, no other games speed runs are like this. I mean, maybe Zelda Breath of the Wild or any other newer games that get updated like this, but yeah.
Yeah, like 1.0 was faster by a good margin, and then Nintendo was like, hey, we're gonna make the loads 52 seconds faster now, so you're welcome. Ooh, Mitch taking damage on the cactus there. Gonna be getting a little bit of damage refill with this moon.
And just waste about a second or two.
Yeah, around 2 seconds. Equine now setting up for notes, getting an up throw instead of a spin throw. Looks like he has a good backup for that though. Ideally, you would want to get all the notes with one spin throw. Mitch not quite getting that, having to do a second cap throw, but still getting the notes in a relatively quick fashion.
Yeah, so no major incidents here out of Sand Kingdom.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Really nice.
So it looks like Ekwan is going to be exiting with an 11-16. And I'm going to be taking a look at Mitch's. I think that's an 11-26. So yeah, we've got around 10 seconds of difference going into the Lake Kingdom. So Lake, it's worth pointing out here that Lake Clip saves way more time in this category than it does in any percent. I don't exactly know the reason why, I just know that it saves a lot of time compared to what it does in any percent. I'm pretty sure it's just because of how all the routing works with post-game, and you want to get these moons as quick as possible. So basically, they're going to be doing the any percent Lake Clip route, except they're going to be grabbing this cheap moon early to get it out of the way. And then they're going to be going up to the zipper. It's a setup for Lake Clip. So now leg clip is pretty precise. It's a pretty difficult trick, so I'm interested to see how both of these runners handle it. So you're gonna see Ekwan setting up for it now. That looks good. Nope, that's a fake clip. Okay. Okay, Ekwan having trouble with the setup. That's gonna allow Mitch to catch up, actually. They're around even now. Ekwan with a couple of late clip issues, allowing Mitch to catch up. Ooh, Mitch missing the chest. But still
Oh,
a
nice
sink.
sink!
Okay, yeah. So, now you're gonna see, unlike any percent, they're actually gonna do late clip and fight Rango. So, from here, they're gonna grab this chest, Moon, in a pretty synced fashion, and then head over to the Rango fight. It's a very convenient place to reach Rango from. You can just dive over here.
Now we have seen runners have issues with this fight. So you guys need to be very careful.
You can see Mitch grabbing the coins, and I assume Ekwan, yeah, they're both going to be doing the spin throw strat. And they both missed the spin throw strat at the end to grab the coins. Also, we have some very synced gameplay
Wow,
now.
I mean, that's... Ekwan being a little more optimal, but that was pretty much frame perfect.
Yeah, okay. Very close race throughout so far. It seems like Ekwan is able to pull out to like 10-second leads, but then makes a mistake on like a big trick, and then Mitch pulls back ahead. Or not ahead, but you know, catches up. Let's see. So they're both globing at a 14:08, so they're both going to be exiting with around a 14:28 fade out, which is kind of crazy that they're both within a second of each other still.
I mean, this is like frames apart,
Yeah.
if you will. I mean, they're no more than a second apart for sure.
Yeah, that 14:28. So yeah, low 14:28 for Ekwan, high 14:28 for Mitch. Very, very close race. Going into Wooded. And Wooded is going to be exactly the same as any percent if they get nut clipped. If they don't get nut clipped, then there is a backup route to grab 4 extra moons. But they might not even know that route if they're super used to nut clip.
Well, Mitch... Oh, Mitch! Mitch coming back, syncing it up a little bit quicker with the A button presses.
Oh, look at him,
he'll
there he
take
goes.
The lead! What
Mitch
is that?
Mitch does hold a couple BTT mashing segments. Oh, that's some sync. Okay.
Oh! The sync! This is ridiculous! Oh, my equal takes the lead again!
There we go. Alright. That's the enthusiasm I like to see it.
Yeah.
Both of them doing the first person mode strat.
Oh,
Mitch back ahead.
Back!
Mitch maybe being slightly more optimal with this first person mode. Pretty sure both runners go for tree route. I know they do in any percent, so I don't see why they wouldn't go for it here. Basically, with tree route, yeah, they're both going for it. You get this moon up here with an uproot, and then you skip the Piranha Plant story moon later in the kingdom. Mitch being, I mean, Ekwan being slightly more optimal with his bounces. Oh my god, dude! Okay. Dude.
Oh my gosh!
Okay. Sure, okay.
Oh my god!
Okay, this is insane.
Oh, both really nice clips here.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Both getting the optimal wall kick. Mitch having to set it up a little bit more though, so Ekwan's got around a second lead now. Both skipping the captor in the out of bounds section. Very optimal. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Mitch slightly more optimal there. Ooh, Ekwan bonking. Okay. Mitch now at 2. Couple second lead due to Ekwan's mistake. That was some crazy sync there for a solid like 30 seconds, dude. That was nutty.
Well, it was just crazy because like Mitch was having such good A presses, but Ekwan would come back out of nowhere, and they would just trade the lead back and forth. That was crazy.
It just shows you how much mashing can save overall. Like you sometimes people focus like so much on gameplay, which obviously is a big portion, but if you have slow mashing, you can actually lose literal seconds throughout the entirety of the run. Which is kind of crazy to think about, but that's what happens with the game as optimized as this one. So yeah, you're gonna see both of them skip getting the Piranha Plant since they did tree route. So yeah. Now they're gonna be setting up for Flower Road skip here. Mitch looks good. Ek1 ledge grabbing, so he is gonna have to set up for a vault backup. Oh, still making it work. Okay.
Yeah, not optimal there,
Oh
but
no.
nice backup.
Okay. Ek1 not having the greatest wooded at this point. I think he's around 9 or 10 seconds behind Mitch. Mitch having actually an outstanding wooded. I haven't seen any real mistake from him. I saw like that one little hiccup in the nut clip out of bounds. Other than that, this has been a phenomenal wooded. Like actually. Oh, Mitch. Oh, the commentators curse Mitch messing up the uproot stretch, but that's probably like a second or two at max. And now they are going to be going for the spiritless route as well. They did tree route, so they have to do spiritless. Mitch looks good, getting the buffer jump. Making his way over to this nut moon. Gonna be looking at Ek1's screen now. Ek1 bouncing off of Takatu.
That was accurate.
Style points.
Knife the bunny.
Yeah. Usually,
Or sorry, yeah, the
bird.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So Mitch now setting up for pipes. Oh, doing an up the roll cancel. The style points for this lad. Oh my god, dude, look at him go. Wait, he's going for the. Okay, no. He went for the new faster cycle that he found, but he messed it up. So he is gonna lose a bit of time over Ek1. Unless, no, Ek1 actually messed up the cycle as well, so they're both gonna have to back it up. Mitch actually found a faster pipe cycle, like yesterday. It was nuts, because that's a cycle-based room, so it's like, hey, if you could skip a cycle, then you could save some time. He didn't skip a full cycle, but he skipped like enough of the cycle for it to save a little bit of time.
Well, just really epic wooded kingdom here as we head into snow.
Or cloud.
Or lake, sorry. Yeah.
Cloud.
Yeah, cloud.
Yeah.
Sorry, whatever. I'm all over the place right now. I apologize.
Yeah, don't worry, dude. It's fine. I got you. All right. So yeah, going into cloud, there is an opportunity to grab a hint art here, but this hint art is one of the most challenging strats in the game, and I don't anticipate either of them to go for it. But they could, because like Mitch and Ek1, these are insane runners. They go for some of the most ridiculous things. Basically, Mitch setting up for the cloud boost. Oh, missing the cloud boost. He was going for a super optimal strat. So yeah, now Ek1 actually in the lead again.
Yeah.
Fortunate. Basically what Mitch was trying to do is make the cloud open behind him. So then when the cloud opens, it would push him forward all the way to the arena. And that's a really ridiculously hard strat. So it doesn't surprise me that he missed it. But I'm just surprised that he went for it in the first place. Okay, so yeah, both manipulating Bowser here, hitting him the perfect amount of spaces so that when they run over here, he's only going to jump one space around the arena. And that's faster because he doesn't waste extra time jumping extra spaces. So yeah, good cloud fights from both, but Mitch having a little bit of issues at the beginning with the cloud boost. And that is going to put Ek1 in the lead by what looks like 2 or 3 seconds. 21:19, 21:21. So yeah, like 2 seconds. Still extremely close.
Well,
Okay.
Lost now, and this, I mean, Lost and Lost 2 is really where in Dark Side where you see a lot of these runners mess up. So
Yeah.
and you'll see this route be a little bit different as well as they head up.
Oh, Mitch being optimal. Mitch doing some interesting strats there. So yeah, as you were saying, this route is very different from the any percent route. This is where it starts to get complete. They're going to be going up here, grabbing this checkpoint to do a death warp later. And then going down to grab this second moon like you would in any percent. Wait, did Mitch fall?
Mitch did not grab that moon that Ek1 did. Maybe
so
he'll
Mitch
use it as a backup later.
So I don't know what he's planning on doing right now. But he can't death warp either because he got the other checkpoint. So I'm extremely confused as to what Mitch is thinking about doing. Oh, he's just gonna warp. Okay. I think that's the best idea. So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna grab this moon, or he's gonna go. I was thinking what he would do is like grab the moon up top, then grab this moon, then go to cave gardening instead of having to warp twice. But I mean, routing on the fly is kind of difficult when you're in the moment, so I guess it makes sense that he might not have thought of that.
Right. Well, and it's
Okay.
so difficult because he had to go back up to get that anyway.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Missing like one flower and didn't see it. Luckily, he saw it fast enough to not lose any addition time. So yeah, Ekwan definitely out to a bit of a bigger lead now.
Yeah.
Wait, did he miss the cage?
Yeah, he missed the cage the first time. Again, trying to be optimal. Went down low, but it just was a little off.
Yep. Alright, so we are finishing up Lost 1. Both runners had some weird mistakes here. Mitch mainly. That's one of the things that you wouldn't think would happen, but I guess anything can happen in a race.
Well, especially in Lost. I'm not.
He's dead. Yeah. Okay.
So he threw Cappy the wrong way
Wait,
there.
That's bad. He got checkpoints. He's not
Yeah.
gonna spawn at the Odyssey. Oh. Yikes.
So Mitch losing a ton of time here and Lost, giving Ikwan a pretty comfy little cushion of a lead as we move into Metro. I got that right this time, right? Yes.
Yeah, we're going into Night Metro. And Metro is going to be extremely similar to any percent. There's going to be like some small differences in Day Metro, but for Night Metro, they are going to be doing the exact same movement you would expect from an 80% runner.
Yeah, and this Mecha Millipede Centipede fight.
Mecha Wiggler.
There you go, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Fight, you know, that can really determine how far in the lead Ekwan stays. We've seen
Definitely.
some people mess up with shooting at the Mecha. So Mitch has an opportunity here, possibly. But Ekwan looking like he is playing really
Okay,
nice.
wait. Ekwan going for Goomba hack. Gotta stay family friendly here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here he goes. Okay, it looks like he got it actually. I'm pretty sure Mitch also goes for that. Yeah, look, they're both going for it now. This is a more optimal City Hall strat. Found by Goryu.
Wow.
Saves around half a second.
Really nice movement from both these guys.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
I mean, if they're pulling stuff out like this out in the group stages, I can only imagine what we're going to see in the brackets.
Ekwan with the super optimal shots in the first phase as well. That was very nice. Hitting all of the Wiggler bubbles with 3 shots. That's what you want to aim for. Let's see. Mitch can do the same. Okay, Mitch missing the middle once. But yeah, now basically what they're doing in the middle phase here is just setting it up so the Wiggler runs the shortest amount of distance possible. Okay, so now I want to look at Ekwan's pattern here. This is like one of the only RNG sections in the entire run. Okay, so that pattern looks actually pretty good. He should be fine as long as he doesn't miss any shots. Oh, okay.
Missed 2 shots there.
Yeah.
It took
Not
a second
horrible.
there to set up for the final shots.
Yeah. Not horrible, but he did definitely lose a couple seconds to that. Let's see Mitch's pattern. Oh, what? How did that? Okay.
Oh, he missed just 1.
Oh.
Oh, he just can't get it.
Okay, made it work after a bit. Both runners not having the best second phases.
Not too big of a deal though. They'll get on out of here.
Yeah. They should be fine. Okay. So, going into day metro, now here's what I was talking about earlier. There is going to be a bit of route difference here from what you would normally expect to see in any percent. For now, it's going to be the same though, for like the first 2 moons. They're going to do this metro dram strategy. Ekwan's working just fine, and now they're going to be setting up for scooter clip, which is pretty difficult. Ekwan getting the drive-by, very nice. And unlike in any percent, he's going to be diving off the scooter into the shop. Getting right in the shopkeeper's face, demanding his moon.
We have seen some people not go for that shop moon, but it is optimal here in this dark side.
Yeah. There are other routes that don't involve the shop moon that are slightly less optimal. Okay, so yeah. Now it's going to be the same as any percent for a while again. Just took a detour to grab the shop moon. Since both got the shop moon, I think I can infer that both are probably going for bullet building, but I could be wrong. That's what would make the most sense to me anyways. I know Mitch is... Oh, dude, Mitch with that super optimal dram there. Cappy was already on the pole as he grabbed the moon. Jeez.
Well, on that camera angle, he maintained like eye contact with that cone. That was pretty cool to see.
Okay, so yeah, Ekwan grabbing that coin hit art and making his way over to bullet building. Okay. Let's take a look at his screen right now. This sub area is insanely difficult. It's probably one of the most challenging sub areas to do in the game quickly. Let's see.
Well, and this is on a cycle too. So
yeah.
if you
Wow,
miss
that was really
this,
fast.
if you miss this jump back over, it messes up the cycle altogether. We have seen that happen.
Making it work. Okay, very nice from Ekwan. Now let's see Mitch. Mitch has told me is 99.9% consistent at this room, so let's hope we don't see that 0.1% here. Both of them getting to this moon on a super optimal cycle. You can tell by the position of that pole at the top how fast they were going. The farther it is to the left, the faster they were. Yeah, Mitch making it work as well. Very nice. You see no issues in bullet building from either runner.
Yeah, Mitch, it looked like he was a little bit more optimal there overall, but like you said, both guys having a really nice time for here.
Okay, so now they're going up to the higher up section of Day Metro, I guess, if you will. This is going to be the same as any percent. Moon grab sync. Different moons. Still synced grab
sync, still sync though, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And you saw Ekwan grab that coin hint art from the Metro pool. Every one of those coin hint arts is worth 200 coins, and those definitely add up when you're trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the run. You grab 4 coin hint arts throughout the entirety of this run. Optimally. So Ekwan making his way through People's Room. Mitch approaching that area just about now.
Yeah, Mitch doing what he can to be optimal. You know, Ekwan entered this, entered Metro nighttime with a pretty significant lead. But Mitch able to chip away at it through this day cycle.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah, I mean, both runners had really optimal day metros. I didn't see any real mistakes from either of them. That was very clean.
Well, and that's the thing. Ekwan was really nice, but it just seemed, I mean, from my perspective at least, that Mitch was just a little bit more optimal in certain places. I mean, when he entered that People's Room, he seemed to kind of target it, get a better line on it than Ekwan, who kind of veered off just a little to the left there.
Yeah, and Ekwan also kind of like rubbed up against the in People's Room as well.
Yep.
So yeah.
Now we're in snow.
Yeah, now we're in snow. Okay. So there is only gonna be okay. Ekwan went for gold fire speed there. That'll be really difficult to explain, so I'm not gonna try to. Basically, what he was trying to do is just make Mario go flying insanely fast for basically no reason at all. We have no clue why gold fire speed happens, but if you release a roll right before you hit the ground in certain spots, Mario will just gain an absurd amount of speed for like no reason. He did mess it up, but he was going for that. So yeah, there's gonna be one difference here from the 90% round. That's that they're gonna be grabbing this hint art, or they're gonna be looking at this hint art, so they can grab an easy quick moon in Lost 2. Ekwan having some issues setting up. Whoa, that was
nice save.
Yeah, had a bit of issues setting up for that moon, but actually very clean, very quick backup.
Nice movement up top there.
Yeah. And now they are going to be trying for this snow moon clip here. That's not going to work. Ekwan missing the moon clip, but that moon clip only saves around a second. It's definitely like not as much as nut clip, for example. It saves like 25 or 30 optimally. So here's another cycle-based room that Ekwan's in. Getting that fast triple jump. And also Mitch missing that moon clip as well. Rather unfortunate.
Mitch with the nice movement there.
Yeah. Alright. So it is optimal to leave like one Spiny alive here and then get it later. But Mitch did not have any like good Spinies to set up for that actually, which is unfortunate. Basically, to knock it off the edge like when you dive off, and that just makes the camera pan faster at the end. It's crazy how many small strats there are like that you might not notice if you've never had it like explained to you. You'd probably be thinking like, why do you leave one alive? He probably lost time, but no, it's faster to leave like one or two alive.
Now this room, it's interesting. You know, it seems pretty straightforward and simple, but we have seen runners have difficulty with it and take deaths. But Ekwan having no trouble at all.
Scared me a bit with that last jump, not gonna lie. Mitch diving out of the Goombas during the cutscene. Very optimal. Yeah.
Well, this is the sort of thing that Mitch needs to do here. You know, he's got plenty of race to go. We've got like an hour and 10 minutes left at least.
Yeah.
Of race, but you know, Mitch just needing to be more optimal through these small sections.
Yeah. It's worth noting that these runners had kind of sloppy early games, but this middle section has actually been really solid. I haven't seen any real major mistakes. Although, now that I say that, they are setting up for Snowdram here in a second. So this could change what I just said. Ekwan going for setupless. That looks good. Yeah, Ekwan doing setupless Snowdram, making it work. Very nice. Like, the fact that he, like, had the confidence to go for that is kind of nutty. It's not exactly that much harder to do it without a setup, but just having the confidence to go for that in a run. You see Mitch doing the insta setup, slightly less optimal than what Ekwan did.
They're both getting really nice movements there.
Yep. Looks like they are, like, almost exactly 20 seconds behind. Apart, because it's around 20 seconds from fade out to globe, and it looked like Mitch globed at almost the exact same time Ekwan got his fade out. So there is around a 20-second difference, which is slightly less than what they were leaving with Metro, I think. So I think Mitch saved a little bit of time overall in the Snow Kingdom.
Well, here we head into Seaside. So a really important clip here with the Cheep Cheep.
Yeah.
Later, here in just a moment.
Yeah.
First.
Very fast kingdom, by the way. 10 moons in around 3.5 minutes. I'm pretty sure this kingdom is exactly the same as an any percent now. Like, not too long ago, there was a completely different route that would give you 3 extra moons here, but then they were like, hey, that's kind of slow. So then they just stopped doing it and routed in extra moons later. It's kind of cool, like, since this category has never had so many runners at one time, like, now that this tournament happened, the category is getting so optimized, and there are people coming up with new routes and stuff by the day. And it's kind of nutty. Because, like, usually with this category, it was like one person held the world record for months, and now there's actual, like, world record contention and activity, which is really cool to see from a lesser run category.
Well, and that's the cool thing about these tournaments. That's like with 70 star, you know, in SM64. It didn't really. I mean, it had attention just because it was SM64, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, everyone was playing it because of the 70 star tournament in Punkay, you know, breaking the world record.
Oh yeah, that was nuts.
So, but yeah, all of these tournaments just bring a lot of attention to all of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Iquan, as I said before, you know, we got that clip coming up.
Yep.
It's working his way on over.
Yeah, he's gonna be grabbing 2 more moons after this one, then he's gonna be doing the clip. The clip, I would say, is actually one of the easier clips in the game, but it's not exactly, like... It's not super free either. Like, there's a pretty simple mistake. There's a pretty simple mistake you can make, though, lose a ton of time, and I'll be clipping back in. Let's see.
Yeah, we have seen people clip back in. Right, this is right here. You want to stay outside of this room. Grab that moon.
Ooh, he's scaring me.
He's really close there, but he doesn't clip in, which is nice.
Yep. Oh, what? He went past the loading zone. I've never seen that before. He went under the loading zone and back up in.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
And while that was happening, Krutz, thank you for the host. 14 viewers coming on in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, man. All right.
And we're done with Seaside just like that.
Yep. It's one of the quickest kingdoms in the game. And now we're going into one of the longest kingdoms in the game, Luncheon Kingdom.
Yeah.
Luncheon is going to be the exact same as any percent, except for an additional sub area at the end. And that sub area is notorious for being kinda yucky sometimes. Like, it's not the easiest sub area. It's pretty easy to mess up. It does look like Mitch has made up a little bit of time on Equan throughout that seaside as well. Mitch is just like slowly chipping away at Equan's lead here.
Well, that's what I said before when he exited out of Metro. You know, it's just a slightly more optimal movement overall. Not that again, Equan isn't making any mistakes. It's just that Mitch is getting these shines just slightly more optimally.
Yeah. I mean, I've also seen some slight movement errors from Equan throughout, and it seems like Mitch is capitalizing on them. Both runners getting salt triple, by the way. Yeah. Mitch doing an up throw roll cancel into the moon. Mitch is just flexing with these up throw roll cancels in like any opportunity that he gets.
Well, you're saying, you know...
What? Dude, Equan just did like the fastest first spirit hit I've ever seen in my life. That was nutty. Okay. Okay. Unless I saw something wrong, but it looked insane to me. Okay. Alright. Sam, Mitch is actually... He's closing in on him, dude.
Yeah, 41-22.
Mm-hmm.
There from Iquan.
Wow. Alright.
And a 41-35. 13 seconds now difference.
Yeah, so he saved 7 since the end of Snow.
Well, you know, as you were saying, Equan had some movement problems. He took a bonk there, going for that second moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Equan also had a little bit of an issue there at the end of that sub area. That was probably like less than a second of difference, but Mitch can make up. Oh, look, there's another mistake. Okay. Now Mitch has some really ridiculous movement that he likes to go for here, except he's not gonna go for it, so never mind. He is gonna be playing it a little safer, but he is gonna be saving some time over Eklon here. Actually making it really close.
Yeah.
Ooh, Eklon missing up getting the crates as well. So, anyways, what were you saying? I kind of cut you off there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're good. No, you could potentially see Mitch take the lead here by the end of Luncheon.
Yeah.
Luncheon. What I don't think people realize is it's so movement heavy. Not that the rest of the run isn't, but just Luncheon in particular, because there's so many platforms and the mountain sides.
Here's a good
Movement
example.
is so precise. You see here with Eklon.
Yeah. Oh, he messed up. He didn't get the optimal roll cancel there either, dude. Okay. So, yeah, look here. Wait, Mitch. Oh, missing it too. Okay. So Mitch could have saved a bit of time there. I think Mitch might have been a little more optimal still with his movement. Okay, now Eklon entering Forks Room. We have seen many runners die here before. This... Ooh!
Yeah.
Eklon's scaring me with these dives.
I'm interested to see what the time is when they exit.
Mitch spin throwing to that. Okay. Sure.
Exiting at 43:34.
Yep. Looks like Mitch is less than 10 behind now. Yeah, he's like
7 seconds.
seconds behind.
Yeah, so when he exited that spirit fight, it was 13 seconds difference. Now he's cut that by half already.
Yeah. I mean, Mitch has ridiculously optimized movement. Like, he goes for some of the most insane strats in the game as well. Eklon getting the sexy instant capture on the pan, bro. Very nice. Very
really
quick cheese.
You can't do this clip anymore.
Yeah. Mitch having a little bit of issues with the cheese.
He's just spamming it.
Yeah. Going for the spam strats. It is possible to just get the cheese lever with like 4 optimal throws, but spam strats look funnier. Let's see. So I think Eklon probably saved a little bit of time over Mitch there with the cheese movement. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I know. Mitch with the spam, that wastes a little bit of time, unfortunately. So Eklon, like you said, saving a little bit of time.
Yep. Okay, so you'll see Eklon actually vaulting this way. Oh, not getting the vault that he wanted. But here's the sub area I was talking about earlier. This is different from any percent. This narrow magma crossing sub area is pretty tight. So getting the first moon isn't too bad, but this jump across always scares me whenever I do it. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, okay. Eklon making it work. Very nice. Mitch also making it work. Okay. Very nice. No mistakes from either runner here.
Oh!
Okay. Hold on.
Able to recover. But
yeah, but that'll also give him some health refill as well at this moon.
Right.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, dude! Okay. Yikes, dude.
That is legendary Monka-esque moment there.
That's a big yikes, and he didn't even grab the moon either, so he has to go all the way back around. Mitch definitely got to the lead now.
Well, and that that's why I said earlier in lunch, in this kingdom this is a very movement-heavy stage, and the platforms are just so tight that you had just enough space for Mario to land on it, but Eklon flying completely over it.
Yep. And the thing about Luncheon is, like, you can see people doing basically the exact same movement, and the other person will save, like, 5 seconds just from small optimizations. There's so many, like, small things that you can do in this kingdom to save time. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, so Mitch has now overtaken Eklon. Looking like around a 10 to 15 second difference. Yeah, looks like in between 10 and 15, like I was saying. I'm gonna look at their fade outs. Mitch with a 46.53. You can see Eklon's time returning light green from that death, losing a bit of time here. and a 47.05. See how like 12, 13 seconds of difference here out of Luncheon. And it's funny because Mitch was like 7 seconds behind exiting that Spirit fight. And now he's 12 ahead. Or he was 13 behind exiting the Spirit fight, excuse me. Okay, so now here's the main difference in Ruined Kingdom from any percent. They are going to be grabbing this chest moon. It's a pretty quick and optimal moon that you can just grab here. In 90% you normally wouldn't grab that because you just need the minimum amount of moons to leave the kingdom. But yeah, after grabbing that moon, they are just going to be going up and doing the boss fight just like you would in any percent.
Well, depending on how well Mitch does here, and he has been optimal this whole time, but we have seen lead changes in this fight in particular as we see Mitch. And they'll be grabbing these hearts. Again, coin count, so important in Dark Side.
Oh yeah, these hearts are also for the, because they do damage boosting strats here to get onto the dragon, so they want to make sure that they don't die. That's another. Here the hearts are actually important for them to not die. You can see Mitch just doing tons of silent spin pounds. Those are. I have so much respect for him. Like he's doing them for no reason and they're insanely hard. So like, yeah, there's no point for him to do them. He's just doing them because he can.
So far, Mitch being pretty optimal.
Yep. Okay, he is gonna be grabbing that heart for coins though, like you were saying. So I guess there's a little bit of both here.
Well, you know, it's just there. You have to wait for this cycle anyway, so you might as well.
That's true. And they also did grab a Captain Toad hand art here for 200 more coins. Alright, so we are done with Ruined. Now going into Bowser's, Bowser's is going to be pretty radically different from the any percent route if you're used to it. They are going to be grabbing a lot of extra moons, and they will be revisiting this kingdom later as well.
Yeah, the kingdoms that we're gonna revisit: Cap, Cascade, Lost, and then Bowser.
And Lake.
And Lake, excuse me.
And Mushroom too. You do Mushroom twice. I don't know.
Technically, yeah, technically. Yeah. I don't know.
I
if
mean,
you
yeah.
call it, Mushroom Kingdom too, but.
I mean, yeah, you grab 2 extra moons in Toadette, so I don't know. It's kind of a revisit.
Kind of a 1.2, I guess.
Yeah, like a Mushroom 1.5. Okay.
But heading out of here.
Yeah. Heading into Bowser's.
Like you said, this is going to be very different than the any percent. And you know this. I think a lot of people forget like how difficult this can be when it's not just any percent. We've seen people mess up with spikes, and we've seen people mess up with the birds in different areas.
Mitch setting up for bird drum here. That looks good. Very nice. Those capture warp strategies are really cool to me. I love doing them in any place where it's possible. Equan now setting up for that as well. You see Mitch grabbing that checkpoint, and that checkpoint is something that you wouldn't normally get in any percent, but you need it for the later revisit. So you have to do a slightly different route throughout this. Never mind, Equan just grabbing the checkpoint and doing the any percent thing. Alright, I guess that works too. Alright.
So nothing out of the ordinary just yet.
Yeah, not yet. They are going to be going into shards, and here's where it gets a little different. Okay, so while they're doing shards, they are going to be grabbing 2 additional moons. So for the first 4 shards, it's going to be pretty It's going to be the same as any percent, right? But then when they're getting the 5th shard, they are going to grab 2 extra moons. Mitch setting up for dive back, getting that perfectly. Very nice. So yeah, this is still the same as any percent for now. Now here's where it's going to get different. So they are going to grab this bird, activate the shard, grab the shard after blowing up that block. And the reason they blow up this block is to grab this quick moon with the Pokio. And then they're going to be jumping around the back afterwards to grab another really fast moon, which spawns you right next to where the shard moon is. Very convenient.
Pack with the, or Pac, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it's a reference to Tupac. Thank you so much for the subscription. 12 months.
Wow. All right.
Was here month 1. I'm celebrating 12 months just the other day.
Wow, that's
of
cool.
partnership.
Wow, that's sick.
Yeah.
All right. So here we're gonna see Mitch setting up for Bowser's Ram. So many really cool strats throughout this kingdom. See him with that capture warp straight back to the pylon. It's very optimal. And here they are going to be grabbing the 2 GSA moons as well.
We have seen runners grab these moons in after the main, any percent line, but it looks like both these guys doing it beforehand.
Yeah, it's more optimal. What is Mitch doing? What?
Okay.
Okay. Wait. Oh, I see what he's doing. Wait. Hold on.
Oh, he's ramming.
Oh, yeah. There's literally no point in him doing this at all. He's just trying to flex. That's not fast. That isn't fast, by the way.
Well, yeah, he lost a bunch of time there, but Ikon having trouble getting back out. And Mitch, Harriet first.
All right. Doing the Furriet strats as well, first person mode Harriet. Ekwan also going Harriet first. Ooh, no, Mitch messing up the second phase. Now that he messed up the second phase, he can't do any more of the first person mode strats. That's the thing, once you mess up one, it messes up the rest. So you're gonna see Ekwan actually catching up here. Or actually, can you set up the third one? Huh, maybe I was just misinformed on that. Oopsie. But yeah, Ekwan definitely catching up here. Let's see. Okay, so now they're going into Topper. Alright. Okay, looking good for both of them so far. This race has been super close throughout. I don't think there's been like more than one time where it's been more than a 25-second difference.
Yeah, I mean, I keep saying this is the sort of thing that you want to see in these races, especially near the end of the group stage. Just how close this is.
Yeah.
Ikwan making up some time. Maybe Mitch giving him some time there.
Yeah. And also, Mitch is going to be taking health refill on this moon, so that's going to be 2 additional seconds to Ekwan. This is going to be super intense in the mech fight, dude. Like, the mech fight side by side looks super sick.
Well, Mitch had to refill some of his health there.
Yep.
So he'll lose about 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's like 2 and a fraction. Okay, so now they're gonna be making the climb up to the mech fight. This is gonna be intense. I'm prepared. Oh yeah, wait, never mind. You gotta get another extra moon. Keep forgetting that this moon exists. Every time I commentate this category, I forget this moon exists. You have to grab this moon on the way up to the mech.
Now we have seen runners have trouble here but Mitch, he's been playing optimally, so shouldn't have any problems. Moving
Yep.
upwards with the pokey out. There we go. Good job. One more section.
Yep.
Wow, really optimal.
All right. Okay. They are going to be keeping the bird as well. It's very important to remember to keep the bird. Oh, Mitch having some trouble with the hole there. This moon is very annoying to get. Okay, Eklund being slightly more optimal there. Okay, here they go. You ready? Never mind. Okay. Eklund with the dram here, actually. That's going to save him some more time over Mitch. Now are you ready for the back fight?
Yes.
Here we go, boys.
So this is another tight fight here. You know, we've seen a lot of people be close here in these races.
They just had like super optimal Rango leg climb, and I just like, oh, that was hot. All right, both of them went for it. Let's see. So yeah. Now they're both gonna be setting up for Harry at third and target acquired. The last two hits. I'd say target acquired might be the hardest part of mech if you don't know like a good setup. Let's see. So Mitch nailing Harry at third, setting himself up. Nailing target acquired as well. Very good mech for Mitch. Ek1 following suit. Wow. All right.
Two, like those were both very optimal fights there. No trouble at all.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I've got nothing to say other than that.
Yeah, that was pretty nutty, I gotta say.
And Ekwan pulling out a bunch of drams that Mitch wasn't pulling out there at the end.
Yeah.
Saving a couple of good seconds there.
Yeah, there's so many drams that you can perform like throughout the entirety of the game. Like the one that Mitch did to flex, that's not fast at all. He was just doing it because he could.
Wow. 4 seconds apart now.
Yep. Very close race.
Jeez.
Going into Moon, and Moon is also going to be very different from what you're used to in any percent. Normally,
Well,
any percent, you just... Oh, you want to say something?
Yeah, well, so one big thing that you might see with Moon is, well, we're going to grab one more Moon over here before we head out. But in Moon, one of the things that you will see is they'll head over to and grab the bunny as well as go over to the left, grab a couple of extra moons. But also you might see some guys decide to climb the cathedral.
To get the white
up
spire
top.
moon.
Yeah, so they'll get the buttress moon and then they'll go into the top of the cathedral to get the one in the rafters. Some guys don't go for that moon in particular though. I really like the movement that for that, you know, grabbing the buttress and heading up top. So it'll depend on what these guys' preferences are.
Yeah. And then if they grab that extra moon, they can route out moon later. And usually the moon that people choose is either of the shop moons, Mushroom Shop or Lost Shop. Alright, so yeah, going into Moon now, so they are going to be grabbing either 5 or 6 extra moons, depending on if they grab the White Spire moon. So they're going to start off with grabbing this moon right above the Odyssey. Very quick moon, very convenient. I forgot this moon was even here, like, before World Peace. I didn't know it was there. Ek1 not getting a backflip there, having to do a double jump, slightly less optimal than Mitch. Now they're going to be making their way over here, going to be grabbing the bunny and the rolling rock moon.
This bunny can be kind of tricky to get. We've seen guys have trouble with it.
Ooh.
Oh, right there, Mitch.
Okay, hold on. Oh,
no!
Wait. Oh, this is bad. Okay, so Ek1's now ahead. Okay. Just like that. So now Ek1 getting the rolling rock moon.
Well, I said it, you know, that bunny.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
so much trouble. I don't know what it is with Nintendo and putting bunnies in that are just difficult to get in Mario games, but they seem to like it.
Okay, Ek1 performing this triple jump over to the treasure chest moon. Mitch following suit. This race has been so close the entire time, dude. Did Ek1 just rocket flower. Was he trying to do a 2-frame rocket flower refresh? I can't even tell what he was. Or was he just? I can't tell what these guys are trying to do here, but that doesn't work. Okay.
Rocket flower dram, maybe? I don't know.
Like rocket flower? Yeah, something like that. Oh, Mitch actually fresh there, but the rocket flower running out just before he got it. So yeah, you see Ekwon now doing moon skip. I want to say if Mitch goes for one wall jump, he goes for that sometimes. Oh, Mitch going for one wall jump. Making it work.
Wow.
All right.
Well, Equine heading over here, like I said, for this spire or buttress.
Looks like they're both doing it.
Yeah. Mitch doing the same.
All right. I heard some rumors that this might actually be faster to like route out Lost Shop for this moon, but I could be wrong. That's just something that I heard in the past. So, ooh, Ekwon taking a bonk. So yeah, now makes this up in the Raptors moon extremely easy to get when you enter from above. Mitch spin pounding into the of the Raptors. Okay. Now we're in the Moon Bowser fight. Pretty similar to the Cloud one, except the middle phases are a little different. You have to hit Bowser a couple more times than normal. But other than that, like the main gameplay, the manipulation is basically the same. Other than the fact that you only hit Bowser over like one space, as opposed to 2 when you did the other manipulation in Cloud. Alright.
So far, so good.
Yep. Equine setting up for the fast hat. Okay. Equine grabbing the fast hat. Very nice. But you're also gonna set up. Very good. Alright. You might not notice, but like if you miss a fast hat, that's actually a pretty big time loss because Bowser like jumps around again for a bit and then you have to wait for him to throw his hats again.
One more.
Oh! Echo, no! Oh! 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 How did that work? Oh my god!
Wow.
He took damage too late and then like did some weird double jump thing. I don't know what that was, but it worked, I guess. Sure. Oh. How?
Wow.
I just rewatched that on the stream. I'm confused. I have no clue how that worked, but I guess that's I'm glad it did.
Well, now we're heading into the really important part of the run, you know.
Oh yeah.
2D XD skip.
It better do XD skip.
I mean, it disqualifies them if they don't do it, obviously.
Of course, yeah. well, of course, you know. All right. Mitch spamming fireballs. All right. So yeah, going into the 2D section right now. Okay. Setting up for 2D skip. Very nice. Oh, he's doing XD skip.
XD
Let's
skip.
go.
Poggers XD skip. Pokemon actually wins.
Oh, yeah. Wait, let's see. Oh, Mitch.
No,
Oh,
Mitch!
oh, Mitch. Ekwon wins. It's over. That's an automatic W for Ekwon right there.
Oh yeah. Now, big thing here. Big thing here is fireballs on these pillars. If Mitch can do it optimally and Ekwon has a problem here, we could see Mitch potentially get much closer here. But
Ekwon's early pillar not looking good. A lot of fireballs.
Yeah.
Right. But still making that work. That wasn't too bad. Mitch going for 5 fireball. Wow. All right. Very optimal. He didn't even like look back to see if they were gonna hit. He just did it.
that was an OP move.
Mitch actually having a way cleaner pillars than Ekwon. Maybe not way cleaner, but he should be saving some time if the last pillar doesn't screw him over. Wow.
Wow.
Very nice for Mitch actually.
All right. See how close they are as they exit.
Okay.
The first part of this.
So that's gonna be 106.53 for Ekwon. Yep. And a 106.57 for Mitch. So 4 seconds.
Wow. 4? I mean, that's close for any percent even.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this. I don't even know what to say.
wow.
I've been on like the edge of my seat this entire race. It's been so close. It's been so close the entire time.
Well, both guys, like neither guy is budging much of an inch. Like entering into Bowser's Kingdom, other than Mitch being a little bit more optimal here and there, I mean, neither guy has really given too much to the other.
Yeah, definitely not.
So we'll definitely want to. Now, this is where really for this run for Darkside, where the rubber meets the road. Um, you know,
Definitely.
we're going into kingdoms for a second time. Mushroom Kingdom, obviously, a bunch of different things going on here.
Mushroom 1 can be kind of annoying here. I'm interested to see if they're gonna route up Mushroom Shop or Lost Shop because both runners did get the White Spire Moon, so they can get rid of one of the shop moons. So I'm gonna see if they enter Lost Shop. I mean, if they enter the shop, okay, Ekwan is gonna be entering that shop, and so is Mitch. So I assume they're gonna be skipping Lost Shop later in the run in Lost 2, which basically makes sense.
Well, so here's my big question
Okay.
for you, Gannon. Ekwan,
Yes.
you know, this is it's make or break for him. It's
Definitely.
his to win at
Yep.
this point. Do you go for harder strats? Do you stick with the route you're going with? What do you do?
I mean, I know Ekwan goes for super optimal strats already, and I'd say I would just go for everything fast that you know how to do. Just stick with what you've practiced. Don't try to do anything ridiculous. Because, like, if you just try to do some strat that you know is, like, slightly faster that you've never practiced before, then you're probably gonna mess it up. So, I'd say just stick with what he knows. And I think that's what he's gonna be doing. I mean, that's what I would do if I was in his situation anyways. Let's see. Yeah, this is actually really close still.
Wow.
Oh, okay, Mitch still making it in time. That nut scared me. I thought he was gonna, like, grab it and then miss it. Okay. Oh, Ekwan taking damage.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a problem there as he collects this next star.
Okay,
moon,
yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
And this is gonna be very important, this Goomba jump coming up here. If you miss it, you lose a lot of time. It's not exactly the easiest thing. Let's see. Trying to be jumping across the Goombette. Ekwan getting it, okay. Mitch following suit right after.
Wow. This is really close now. I mean, we're an hour and 10 minutes. This is just, I mean,
It's been close the whole time. No,
Mitch,
that's fine, that's fine.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
A little close. Oh, the one!
Okay. Oh, okay. Mitch ahead.
Wow. Just like that.
Barely. No.
Oh, he missed the start!
Oh my god. This is nuts.
Oh,
this is
wow.
nuts.
Okay, so they've changed the lead already
Oh,
now twice.
Oh my god.
This is very close. They're going to grab an art here for Cap.
Yeah.
How close is this?
It's insane.
Wow.
Wow.
And exiting Mushroom, I mean maybe half a second.
Yeah. And they both have been doing the same route, so there are no like moon differences here either. This is real. This is how far apart they are.
Oh my goodness.
Going into Cap 2. Okay. So this is just watching the Odyssey go across the screen at like basically the same time, dude. Okay, so this is where postgame starts to get real. This is gonna be pretty difficult. They gotta start with this jump to the moon rock. Okay. Oh. Okay, they're both good. Wow. Oh. Ekwan's Cappy homing in on the Paragoomba first. So now they're both essentially tied.
Oh my! How is this not synced already? Like, I don't understand.
Ekwan holding on to a slight lead.
God.
Oh, okay. Oh,
He went for the lead now!
What is this? Yo, what's up, Captain Toad?
Oh my goodness.
This is ridiculous. Okay, so now they are going to be performing one of the coolest things in the game. Oh, Mitch doing double pound. Okay. Wow. Okay, so Mitch ahead again, slightly. Oh,
He
no!
missed it!
Equan missed the moon. Oh,
Okay, so
that's a big mistake.
That's a massive mistake for Equan, and he is going to start from the bottom,
Yeah,
unfortunately, so he has to go all the way back up top.
Yeah, that's extremely unfortunate. Oh, okay, so Mitch out to a real... There goes, like, the 5-second sink, but, you know...
Wow.
You know, it's not over yet. That's super sad, dude. He just dove slightly too early. Okay, so Mitch out to a comfortable lead now, but, you know, we all know bad stuff can happen. We still got Kingdoms like Lost 2. Oh, Equan missed another moon, dude! Oh my god. This is really unfortunate. Oh, man. Okay, so Mitch actually gonna be having a really big lead out of Cap 2 now. Really unfortunate for Equan. Or I mean, I shouldn't say out of Cap 2 yet. There's still gameplay left. Like, there's still risks that can be taken by Mitch.
Equan just making these minor mistakes now.
Yeah, Equan seems to be missing moons a lot. Oh, okay. Oh, Mitch scaring me. Grabbing the bird. Okay, so he was on cycle. That's good. Okay.
Well, I mean, this is Equan's match to lose, really. Like we said, he's got to win this to stay in it. And
almost
Mitch,
buying a life of. Scaring me a bit. Okay. So Mitch definitely out to a really big lead right now. Oh! Oopsie.
Jumping back into the Goomba there by accident.
Yep. Pretty cool strat for this timer challenge. Just like completely breaking it. Basically doing like a scarecrow dram, if you will.
Unfortunately, Equan not having any trouble so far. He had a really nice bird grab there.
Ooh, yeah. And I guess it's worth pointing out too that Equan has slightly less coins than Mitch, but that could also be due to the fact that he's died. Like a couple that he died. You know, that one time. But each death is only 10 coins. So Equan could be a little short on coins.
Okay.
Wait, they're gonna dive straight into the key? Wow, yeah, that was yikes. Okay, so Mitch is basically done with Cap 2. Just gotta get this bunny moon, and then he's out of here. But Equan still has quite a lot of gameplay to go. Okay, so Mitch globing at 1:15:17. I'm gonna be looking for Equan's time. So Equan is gonna be grabbing this Found with Mushroom Kingdom Hint Art Moon. As Mitch heads into Lake 2. So Lake 2, because both runners did Lake Clip, they are gonna be able to do the most optimal Lake 2 route. They won't have to do any weird on the fly routing sort of thing. I'm gonna start off with grabbing the Notes Moon here. So yeah, Equan around 45. Yeah. 45-ish behind. 40, 40, 41, something like that. I'm honestly, like, at this point, Equan is just gonna have to hope Mitch makes a mistake, because I don't think he can make up 41 seconds with just more optimized gameplay.
Well, and there's not enough time for that sort of thing. I mean, even if he makes up a second per minute, which is kind of the best that you can hope for with just, you know, making up time with movement. There's not enough time with that. I mean, you have about 30 minutes left.
Yeah.
Of gameplay.
Yeah. So Equan here probably just hoping Mitch makes a mistake. Mitch, going to look at this Cascade Kingdom hint art. That's like the only reason we go to Lake first before Cascade is so we can look at this hint art. Okay, here's a spot where Mitch could make a pretty big mistake. So he's gonna be trying to grab this Dory Moon. Wow, that spin pump was optimal. Or he's not going to. Okay, he's not risking it. Okay. So Mitch being slightly less optimal to avoid any risk. Basically, you can grab this Dory Moon on the way down to the timer challenge. And if Ekwan is able to pull that off, then he would be saving a bit of time over Mitch.
Yeah,
I guess it... Sorry.
The next place that, you know, there are a couple of spots here where Mitch can make mistakes, but it's not going to be fatal, really. The next place that, and let's see if Ekwan here can do this.
Yeah, I assume Ekwan's going to be going for it. Yeah, he is. Okay, so Ekwan could save some time here. That looked a little slow, though. If he misses the timer challenge, then that's an even bigger mistake than what Mitch would have made. Okay, Ekwan getting the timer challenge. Okay, very optimal from Ekwan there. So Ekwan gonna be saving some time.
Yeah. So as I was saying, you know, there isn't many places here that you can, you know, mess up in a big way, just because of the way that this area is formatted. The next place that, you know, Mitch can really lose time is Cascade, and then obviously Bowser's Kingdom.
Yeah.
So I mean, Ekwan's just gotta play the best of his abilities here.
Okay. Yeah. And definitely. Oh, Ekwan going for the cheap
dram.
Okay, Ekwan going for the cheap dram. As Mitch does Lake Crate. Oh wow.
He got it.
Yeah, Ekwan showing off his dram skills.
We're just pulling off all the stops here.
Did he grab the Pillar Moon before he went into the...
Yeah, he did.
Okay, yeah. Just want to make sure, because I know Mitch didn't, so... And also, we still have the Kingdom Lost 2 left in the run, which is very infamous for being extremely stupid with the amount of mistakes you can make, so...
Well, I was about to say, I mean, Lost 1 alone, I mean, we saw that's where Mitch kind of had a couple of mistakes there. Lost 2, that has been just infamous in this Dark Side tournament.
Yeah, Lost 2 is just really bad in general. Also, Mitch getting the Peach Moon and the timer challenge, and the timer challenge hasn't even started flickering yet. You know how lenient that thing is. Like,
it's so interesting. Like, there are certain timer challenges that are just like, you have to be so quick, and then there's like this one
Mitch killing the Goombas. Okay, hold on. That's a mistake. He needs to get this Goomba over to the land. Okay, so Mitch actually making another slight mistake there that would allow Ekwan to catch up if he's able to capitalize on it. I think Ekwan's pulling out all the stops because we saw him do the cheap dram as well. I think he's trying to be as slightly more optimal as he can over Mitch.
Well, he was a little slow there with the timer challenge, but as long as he did that here, he should be fine. Really nice. So we'll make up some time.
Yeah. And as you were saying earlier, Ekwan is actually going to be going for like really hard strats now, apparently. I think he's just pulling out everything that he knows how to do. Like, he went for the cheap dram there, which I was not anticipating. Like I said, he would probably stick with the strats that he normally... But he's just...
120-40 fade into Cascade for Mitch. We'll see what time. Heck. He was, what, over 40 seconds behind? And
yep. So in the chat saying 34 seconds difference. And that does look to be right, yeah. Like 30... Yeah.
Yeah. Making up a little bit of time just based off of Mitch's mistakes. And you know, there are some huge mistakes that you can make here in Cascade. So Mitch will want to be careful here. You know, so the big thing I said about Lake was that, you know, because of the format, there aren't too many huge mistakes you can make. The reason why there are huge mistakes that you can make here is that if you fall, you can take a death. That's not something that you really see in Lake. So, I mean, you see right there, Mitch, if he had fallen, that would have been a death.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Lost and then Lost is just like a completely different level because you make one mistake, the entire kingdom's like based around
Oh,
being
exactly.
poison. So you
Exactly.
basically die like with a slight mistake. Like you bonk, you're dead. There's things like that. But the scariest part of Cascade 2, I'd say, is the jump over to the had a skip and a jump room, which is the one like behind all the cloud platforms. Like if you die, you can die there pretty easily. Did Ekwon miss Captain Toad?
Not
Yeah,
really
he
sure.
did. So he has
Yeah,
to
he
go to the
did.
time skip. Okay. It looks like they're synced, but they're not. Mitch is ahead by like 45 seconds from that. That's really unfortunate.
Not really sure how he made that mistake there. Just maybe, yeah, it didn't look like he got that platform.
Yeah. Man, that's really unfortunate. So yeah, now he's gonna drop all the way back down.
Eklund doing what he can, you know.
Yeah.
Mitch, I mean, Mitch is on a roll here.
Yeah, okay, now here's what I was talking about earlier. This jump over here can be a little sketchy sometimes. Okay, Mitch taking his time, making it work. Very nice. Okay. Okay, making a smart decision, grabbing a second cloud platform.
Yeah, no
Very
reason to be risky, especially if I don't know if he knows he has the lead, but assuming he does, that was a smart move.
Yeah, I don't know if Mitch is on PB pace. He might be though. Oh no! Okay. Ugh. At least there's a platform there, but that's still an unfortunate mistake for Mech1. He's gonna have to climb all the way back up. Oh my
no!
god. Jeez. This
Yeah.
is... Oh!
Oh, just a Mario meltdown here for...
Oh!
Just taking so many... He's taking 4 bombs here.
Yeah. Okay. Taking his time on that... on that next way up. So, yeah, Ekwon having probably one of the worst cascades he could have asked for, honestly. This has just been really unfortunate the entire way through.
This is the exact opposite of what he wanted. You know, you got 3 more kingdoms to go.
Yeah, and he's
that's
over
right.
a minute behind right now, I'm pretty sure. It's... ooh. Of course it's not over. Not over yet. It's just, Mitch is gonna have to make mistakes for Ekwon to catch up now. Like, that's 100% what has to happen. Ooh. Mitch saying in chat that his TV turned off. Not sure how big of a deal that was. But, don't know if that caused him to make a mistake or something.
Well, we'll see here. I mean, his screen's,
Getting the
screen's a little bit behind his.
Yeah, getting the bunny super optimally. Just having it run right into you. And doing a dive vault into the bunny moon. Oh, wait, I think that's where it was right there.
Yeah. So we see his TV turn off right there, and he's back on. Okay, he's
there.
and there's a bog!
Yeah. Oh, wait, is it still off, Mitch?
It must be.
Mitch? Okay,
Hey,
are we good now?
Okay, should be good now.
Are we good now? Okay. Mitch saying Omegalol in the chat as well.
Oh my lord.
Nice
So a little bit, you know, in Ekwon's favor there, but
yeah,
nothing too critical.
Okay.
Might have lost 5 or 6 seconds.
Going into Bowser's 2 now. This is gonna be a pretty difficult kingdom. It's got some pretty hard strats, and if Mitch makes a mistake, Ekwon could capitalize on it, of course. I've seen.
There's so many spots where you can just, I mean, the spikes here, the spike little guys here, I've seen so many runners have such trouble with those spikes. Especially because they might not be used to this kind of movement, especially since most runners are into the 80% stuff. But maybe their practice with Dark Side will help them out. But we shall see.
Yep. All right. So Mitch grabbing this from the crates in the moon. Then he's just gonna be jumping into the other side of the moon. Of the moat to grab another really fast moon. That was a nice spin pound from him right there. That was really fast. I haven't seen that one before, but it looked fast, so I'm gonna assume that it is. Okay. So I've seen Curbs take a death in this spot right here. Mitch not risking anything, going for a nice triple jump there. Slingshot his way up to the painting. This is just really fast already so far.
Well, Mitch just seems to be on a roll now. Just kind of in cruise control, especially with the lead. I mean, you can be comfortable just sitting there with that lead.
Okay, Mitch now gonna make his way. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot there are these moons. I was gonna say he's making his way over to the arena, but not quite yet. He's gonna be grabbing another moon here on this horn.
Oh, Equan!
Did he take damage?
Equan took a bonk and then took some damage, so he'll have
Yikes.
to have some damage refill.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, now Mitch heading over to the arena. Okay. Nice. Grabbing that rumble moon first try, no issues with that. I remember that moon was a pain for me casually. Oh, diving into a ledge grab from Mitch. What? How? Okay, sure. I thought he was gonna bonk. I thought it was over.
Yeah, and Equan taking some more damage, having to get some more damage.
Okay.
Minor things. Oh, not getting on the P.
Time for the ultimate sub-area cheese. You're supposed to bring the Jizo all the way over, but there's no way Nintendo didn't intend for this to be possible. Like, this is one of the most easy cheeses in the game. You can just jump up here and grab the moon. Like, and then you can just get up here easily as well. Mitch with the spin jump. Styling a bit. Okay, so now we're back over here. Gonna talk to Peach.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Equan going into the arena now. Oh yeah, Bowser Shop, okay. I'm trying to remember the route, I'm not super familiar with it. Okay, Equan having some issues with the Scarecrow. Okay. Getting the timer challenge with no issues though. Okay, so now Mitch is gonna be grabbing this moon. It's actually cool. You can hold the direction of the platform you were at, and you can use the Stark Pylon to go right back to where you were after that moon. Okay, now he's gonna be grabbing this Notes moon.
Yeah, having no trouble with the spike dudes there.
Yeah, very optimal. Oh no, Equan, no! Oh!
Yeah, that's gonna put Equan really far behind now.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So Mitch definitely has a comfortable lead.
Yeah, I mean that's unfortunate to see, especially with how this race was to begin with. And uh-oh, Mitch.
No, he's getting the down.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, he came up with that strat. That's a pretty cool strat there. Okay, so Equan. Oh no!
Taking another bonk!
Okay, not dying this time at least. I thought he was dead again for a second. Ah, that's
Play it a
super
little
unfortunate.
safer.
Okay. So Mitch has to grab this bird moon, and then he's out of Bowser 2 already. Alright. So Mitch is out of Bowser's 2, globing at a 131.43. Oh. Ekwan having a little trouble locating Peach there with his first person mode. Looks like Ekwan is like 2 minutes behind at this point. Rather unfortunate, but Mitch is going into the infamous Lost 2 now. So, we could see some unfortunate deaths, some unfortunate mistakes here that could allow Ekwan to catch up. Starting off with this warp up to the top. Yeah, and they are going to be skipping the Lost Shop. So, like, they got the White Spire Moon earlier in Moon, if you remember, and they're going to be using that to skip the Lost Shop here. Let's see. So Mitch now activating the Moon Rock. Okay, so let's see. Now setting up this Trapeel in a way that it'll break this moon open for him.
Yeah, really nice there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sitting pretty comfortably, so he's gonna be able to do all this stuff. Really nice there from Ekwan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
It's really nice.
Yeah, Mitch isn't like slowing down either. He's not like taking advantage of his lead and just chilling or like cooling off a bit. He's still going all out right now. This movement here is so sketchy. Okay, Mitch making it work. I've seen a couple runners die there on PB pace before. It's really unfortunate. Okay, now going into shards. Okay. Ekwan having to do a first person mode backup for that bird moon and Bowser's,
Oh, Ekwan! He took a bonk there on the roof.
No. I mean, at least... Yeah, he just has to exit Bowser's anyways, but still. Okay. I want to see the strats that Mitch goes for. Okay, actually grabbing this moon in the middle of the notes. He's gonna have to go fast. Okay, nice. I want to see the strats that Mitch goes for here in this section, because there's multiple different ways that you can grab these upcoming 3 moons. They're really close to each other. Let's see, so gonna be activating both of these moons. Okay, so he is gonna be grabbing them in between. So grabbing this moon, then activating the Trapeel. Oh, okay. I see. So he's doing a... I haven't really seen that way before, but that's all fine and dandy as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. So yeah, Mitch having an actually good loss too as well. Not giving Ekwan any chance to catch up yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ready to head out of here now.
Alright, so gonna be grabbing this moon during the timer challenge as well. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, Mitch...
Ekwan.
Dying again. So Mitch now just has Mushroom 2 and Dark Side left. Here, Ekwan is just...
Well, I mean, yeah, unfortunately at this point, Mitch has to do something really, really terrible to miss this, but...
I mean, Dark Side, you can lose literal minutes if you die there, so, you know.
That's fair. I mean, and you know what? You make a really good point, because between when it was Ekwan and Salo, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was Salo who was down to 1 health heading into the second spirit fight of Darkside. So, but Mitch headed back into Mushroom Kingdom to
Yeah.
grab the last of these star/moons.
Grabbing 2 moons here and then getting 12 from Toadette. We're just hoping he got all 12 Toadette moons. Okay. Oh, Mitch grabbed that checkpoint earlier. I forgot that I was wondering why he did that, and I guess it's just so he can warp here. Is that fast? Maybe.
Maybe, yeah, it might be maybe a second faster.
Oh yeah, so he's gonna spawn this moon, and now I'm gonna count his Toadette moons. What? What did he bonk on? What? Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Did he bonk on the top stair? Like, what was that?
What?
I'm gonna clip that.
Yeah, okay, dude. Sure.
What was that bonk?
Okay. That's a...
That was such a weird bonk. Like, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, the collision in this game can be pretty wonky sometimes. That's gonna be a bro moment. Okay, Equan. Ooh. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, Equan! Stop scaring me, dude. All right.
Well, Equan getting close to finishing.
Oh,
no, Equan!
Dude, okay.
So Mitch confirming that his PB is a 148.22.
He is definitely on PB pace then.
Wow.
Like, by a lot. Considering that he got all the Toadette moons, which I'm assuming that he did. Oh no, Equan. Dude, he's just... you gotta feel for him, you know what I mean? Oh no.
And it's just unfortunate because, like, again, he needs to clutch this. He's having so much trouble here. Yeah.
Okay, so Mitch actually, even if he wasn't on pace to win, which he is by a lot, he is on really good PB pace right now. What is Equan doing? Okay. There is a way that Equan can come back though. The only way is if Mitch dies in Dark Side.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
I mean, especially if he takes a late Dark Side death.
Yeah. So Mitch entering Dark Side as Equan enters Mushroom 2. So yeah, he's out to a very big lead right now.
Well, I mean, we're hoping for a PB here from Mitch. I mean, he played out of his mind.
Yeah. Other than early game.
Yeah. Again, like you said, other than early in the race, those few mistakes here and there, they were generally small mistakes.
Mitch grabbing the life apart as well.
Actually, really smart. That's really, really smart on his part. I mean, he's got to know he's ahead.
He doesn't want to die.
He doesn't want to die, especially with this PB potential.
Yep. Okay. So Mitch now going into the topper fight first. Okay. Oh, okay, messing that up. But he knows which hat it's in. Oh, I guess it was a good thing he grabbed the life apart already. He's already taken a hit. Okay, Mitch having problems with the topper hats. Oh, dude, it's a really good thing he grabbed the life apart. Jeez.
Yeah.
He would be at 1 health now if he didn't. Wow.
Maybe just not confident with these fights. Not sure.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the only way Equan comes back is if Mitch makes a catastrophic failure, aka a death here. So I'm crossing my fingers, hoping that doesn't happen. But at the same time, I kind of want it to happen for the race.
Just to get it close, yeah. But at the same time, Mitch on really good PB pace right now as he has to carry it.
saw someone in the chat say he's around -2 minutes to it entering Dark Side.
Wow.
So that's...
Oh, nearly
okay.
missing that first.
Yeah. Harriet's hit. So Harriet is actually very similar to how you would normally fight her. So is Spewer. It's mostly, Topper and Rango are the ones that are really different for Dark Side. Okay, Mitch having no issues with Harriet, that's good.
Yeah, really good Harriet fight. Someone asked me if he's on world record pace.
No.
I mean, no. I mean, unless he does something absolutely insane.
I don't think it's
world
possible.
records. Yeah, world record's a 145. Definitely a 146 possibility though.
Yeah, his world record is 145.08 by Stravos. At least that's what I think it is, unless it's been beaten recently. I know that's what it was the last time I commentated. Yeah, and he is definitely on PB pace. Okay. Oh, it's such a good thing he got that life up heart. He would have been dead right there.
Yeah.
Oh no! Mitch not having a good dark side. Oh my god, dude! Dude!
Okay, you've got to be really careful now. I
Mitch,
mean...
stop throwing Kappa. Okay, hold on. Monka S, dude. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
I think he's forgetting that.
Dude, I swear if he dies.
They're so different.
If he dies. If he dies. Monka
Oh my gosh.
Okay. If he dies, then Ek1 is in the lead at this point. Pretty sure.
Okay, Mitch has got to be so careful. He's got one more spirit. And then he's, I mean, obviously, the mecha fight.
He's got Ringo on lockdown, guys. That up the roll canceled there as well. Alright. Dude.
Oh my goodness.
Scaring the living daylights out of me.
My heart.
Okay, come on. Okay, let's see. Rango. Okay, no shoot with the first hit. Okay. Okay, getting the second hit. Okay. Okay. Scared me with the last hit.
He's out of there. Now he'll get one extra health here before he takes on the mecha.
Yeah, he could also talk to the Captain Toad and get an extra moon to completely refill his health, but that's really slow. So I don't think he's gonna be doing that. Okay. So he is gonna be grabbing this heart here. So he is gonna be getting to 2 health. And he is not gonna be talking to the Captain Toad. So yeah. Mitch now in the Mecha Brutal fight. It all comes down to this. If he dies here, then Ek1 is 100% in the lead.
And I mean, if that first Mecha Brutal fight was any indication of how they'll play here.
He bonked there. Scared me, but I forgot how high you go up from dark side physics. Okay, so Mitch so far having a really clean mech. Okay.
Not having any trouble so far.
Yep. Okay. So he's gonna be setting up for this fast spirit hit, I think. No, he's not. Okay, he's gonna take his time. There we go.
Totally
Okay.
fair, especially when you got PD on the line.
Think he is 100% one at this point. He just has to ground pound the Harriet bubble. Nice. Okay.
Wow.
So that is gonna be a W for Mitch.
And a PB.
And a pretty big PB.
Wow,
too.
like
That's a
2
146.
minutes.
Yeah. GG's to Mitch. Okay. And he is letting us know 2-minute PB.
Wow, that's in a race especially. That's pretty clutch.
146.24.
Amazing.
Wow. Very good.
Massive GGs to
Yep.
Mitch.
And meanwhile, Ekwana finishing up. Oh, jeez.
Well, and he's having the same problem.
What? What did he just do there? Okay, sure. Let's go. Yeah. So after Ekwan finishes, we could begin some interviews here. But I just want to see Ekwan finishing this out as quickly as he can. Ekwan bonking. Mitch playing Tetris. Okay. I think he's trying to flex on stream.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
fair.
That's fair. Oh, I'm taking his stream off. Unfortunate. Okay. Ooh. Ekwan, Oh, okay. Okay. So Ekwan now going into the mech fight. Okay. So Ekwan, I think he can still get like a 150. Don't quote me on that though, because I'm not exact. Oh, Ekwan not grabbing the heart either. He's just going for it. All right, let's see this. Make his way up to the first hit. What? Huh? Okay.
Ekwan, gotta be careful here.
Okay, sure. Sure. Alright, looks like Ekwan saying he cannot join for an interview, sadly. But he is finishing up mech right now. Looking like probably like a 149 or a 150.
Oh, very nice, able to stay on top there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Finish up.
GG's to Ekwan. All right.
Looks like he'll get a 140 if he can. I don't know if he'll squeeze in a 149.
Maybe. I think. Yeah, I think he's barely getting. Nah.
No.
That's a 150. Barely not a 149.
Yeah. But unfortunately, neither guy can join for interviews.
Yes, that's gonna be it for us.
Yeah, but just to recap, you know, through the first part of that race, it was neck and neck the whole time.
Yep.
You know, neither guy giving an inch. I mean, they've traded lead back and forth. It wasn't really good. It wasn't really until Ekwan took a death
Yeah.
that Mitch really took the lead.
Yeah, Ekwan made some really unfortunate mistakes in Cap 2. It all started in Cap 2 when he missed that moon on the very far, like, top left of the map. The one where you're supposed to just, like, jump over and death warp. He missed the moon. So then he had to climb all the way back up and then get it. And then on the moon after that, he also dove off the edge and died again. So he's just missing moons left and right in Cap 2.
So Mitch not only taking the win, but PBing as well.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty big deal. But that's going to be it for us. That's the last of the group stages, and unfortunately for Ekwan, he will not be moving on due to taking that loss. But Mitch, 2 Ws, so that's a pretty big deal. But that'll be it for us. We do have some stuff going on later today. The big grand final, Sakubi versus Mitch Flower Power at
Yep.
midnight tonight. If I
For
no
Mario
8
Bros.
p.m.
3.
Sorry, tonight. Haxer or not? Oh, excuse me. Zakubi versus Mitch Flower Powered big SMB3 final. Make sure to check that out. But that'll be it for us. Anything to say here, Gannon?
No, not really.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And Gannon, thank you so much for joining me in the booth. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime.
All right, everyone, have a good day.